It's just back from the Dundalk St Pat's game there. We finished Dundalk 1, St Pat's 0. Another win for Dundalk. It's 4 or 5 in a row now. I think 6 in Oriel Park. Dundalk doing very well at the moment, aren't they? I think we're the informed team in the last 5 or 6 games. Doing very, very well. I think got a bit of luck with the goal. I think Daniel Kelly kind of didn't have a great first touch and kind of got away from him a bit, but the defender had it made a hames of it, tried to head it back to the keeper, didn't get enough onto it, and Dickie was able to get in and round the keeper and slot it home for a very easy goal, and it was well deserved goal. I think the Dundalk could have been more up at half time. I think Daniel Kelly again with another great wee acrobatic effort, putting it well wide, but it could have been a good chance. Pat Hoban had a chance as well to make it 2-0, but I thought we were going to rue them chances in the second half, because Pats did come on us, especially towards the end of the game. They did start to really get back into the game, start to fight for it, but Dundalk rode their luck and managed to hold on for the 1-0. It's pretty good, because we've a game in hand now over Derry. We're a point or two ahead of them, and we're only a couple of points behind Rovers as well. So we win our game in hand, we beat Rovers, who knows where we'll end up, but yeah, it's all looking very good for Dundalk at the moment. I think we're very hard to beat, especially Oriel. It's very hard to come to Oriel and get anything, and hopefully that continues. But we get the mid-season break now, and a couple of boys going off on international duties as well, on underage international duty. But hopefully everything come back and we'll all just kick on from where we are and press forward again. Right, lads, thanks very much. Thanks again.
Full time, and it's Blues 4, Treaty 0, and yeah, I mean, what can you say? It was a fantastic performance, and it almost didn't look like it was going to be like that, because in the first half we were very flat. The highlight of the first half was when the kid ran out on the field and he had to be escorted off by the security guard. But in the second half it was just phenomenal. I mean, you know, I really can't say enough about how good that performance was. 4 goals, but it could have been more. Phoenix had a chance where he thought he was offside and probably would have buried it otherwise. We had a penalty denied, and a few other ones that were missed as well, but you know, really just a fantastic performance. You know, it was nice to see Roland the Doe get on the score sheet. I thought Phoenix Patterson was phenomenal. I think man of the match would go to Shane Griffin. He worked really hard tonight and he played very well. I was very impressed with him. It was nice to see Romeo Akachukwu get on the field. Hopefully that's something we see more of. He's very highly rated, and you know, I suppose there wasn't much time for him to show his stuff there, but you know, even the fact that he's getting a run in the team, hopefully be some good to him. So yeah, really just lots to say, and you know, we're back in the race now, and it's an important game coming up in 2 weeks' time in Turner's Cross. We're going to need to step it up again, I think, and if we want to get something out of that. But if we do get something out of that, you know, we'll be back in business.
Hi Keith, just doing our video on our game there versus Galway United at Terryland Park, or DC Park. Fantastic 1-0 win away to them. Scored after, I think it was like 17 minutes, I think it was. Matt Healy with an absolute worldie there from outside the box into the top corner. What surprised me with City was that, well, it didn't surprise me in a sense, I suppose, considering they haven't been great in the last couple of weeks, but they dropped Barry Coffey and brought in Josh Hounahan, who hadn't really been playing and who is a good centre half, and put him in next to Hakkinen, or put him in next to Gilchrist, my apologies, and put Hakkinen right back and Kevin O'Connor left back. Kind of played more or less with a 4-4-2 as such, really, and moved Keane Coleman into the centre midfield with Bolger, and kind of played Matt Healy on the left as such, really, and Bargery on the right, and it actually worked a treat. City were very organised. They stayed compact. Like they worked hard on and off the ball. To be fair to Keating and Murphy, I suppose, look, I actually don't know if I said it in the video last week, but I think the result last Friday night was probably one of the best things that could happen, because I think the players obviously were kind of going to themselves, we've left the ball slip a bit, and I obviously guessing by Colin Healy that he's been harping on this week to him that they need to get their mojo back together, especially with Galway in such a run. So it was a fantastic victory away. A couple of kind of points in the game there. Harrington made an unbelievable save there. I think it was just before half time. It was unbelievable, kind of a quick response save. His reflexes were superb, and I think Hounahan maybe cleared the ball off the line. That was fantastic. I think like it worked out really well in that sense. Also then as well as after about the 60th minute, Rory Keating got sent off for an off the ball incident. The camera didn't really tell with it, so I don't know, did he just react or something like that, and got a straight red for it. So kind of that was my biggest worry then, because to be fair, Galway emptied the bench. So they brought on 4, definitely 5 subs, but City were so compact, and as much as Galway kind of threatened them, they never looked like scoring, and that was down to City's just their organisation on and off the ball. Huge crowd at the game, which was fantastic to see for again, like I said, for a first division game. There must have been 4,000 at the game, I would be guessing. So yeah, look, it's a fantastic 3 points. Great to be back at the top of the league before the break. So what really impressed me tonight was their work rate and their organisation. Like, they were 100% better than last week. And obviously, like I said, they had to be to get a result up in DC Park tonight. So fair play to Colin Healy and the backroom staff, and just getting it right tonight. Fair play to the players for just being so poor. It was just an absolutely fantastic result, and on a fantastic night of football, lovely weather. So look, happy days, top of the league for the break. Thanks, Keith.
Hey guys, just finished in the Carlisle. Was the final score was Bray Wanderers 3, Athlone Town 0, and comfortable win for Bray. Without playing spectacular football, let's be honest, they got the result though. But let's not get carried away. It was Athlone, and Athlone were really, really poor. But the positives is Bray were without a win in 10 games, and they've got a win. So, and they're 3 points off Treaty now after they lost, I think it was 4-0 the last I seen to Waterford. So, and they're obviously in the playoffs. So, I did say that nothing other than a win would be acceptable tonight, and fair play to the players. Darren Lynch got 2 goals. First one was an absolute beaut in the first half. Second, he kind of bars his way through and almost toe-poked the ball into the net to make it 2-0. Unfortunately, Dara looked like he got injured, celebrating in the corner, and Rob Manley came on for him. But Rob Manley coming on, obviously needs goals as well, and he duly obliged and made it 3-0. So comfortable all night. There wasn't really many chances for Athlone, so comfortable all night for Bray, and a bit of a break now and then. Longford in a couple of weeks, so which will be a tough L game, obviously. So it'll be our third game against Longford this season, 1 win each. So, but still it'll be a tough game. What good news was Conor Clifford was on the pitch before the game, and seemed to be kicking balls, and so I'm not sure how far away he is. The news earlier on wasn't good in terms of his injury, but being on the pitch and involved in the warm-up seems to be another positive. So 3-0, 3 goals, clean sheet, a win, and Conor Clifford back, and we have strikers amongst the goals as well, which is good. So all around a good night for Bray and Bray supporters. Must say the fans tonight were absolutely excellent. Fair play to all the young lads that were making noise throughout the game. So well done to all. Thanks, guys.
Hello everyone, just back after the Bows and Drogheda game at Dailyman Park, and finished 1-1 for Drogheda. look, I suppose getting a draw out before the summer break is kind of good now, so the boys can at least have a week off before the next game, to UCD at home on the 10th of June. So, to be totally honest, I thought now after the win against Rovers on Monday, which, look, it was an upset any day of the week, I thought that we actually could have gotten some momentum and some kind of confidence going to the game tonight against Bows, but, first half, we were just sloppy, terrible. It was kind of like packed about football all over again. Every chance that Bows made, they were just, they were either taking the chance or just, they were just having the corner kicks or free kicks or anything like that. And we were just, taking the kind of abuse that they gave us. I even thought as well, like Chris Lyons, who for so many years as a striker, he was able to hold the ball well and make chance if he can. But tonight he just made none of that. And I thought now when we brought on Foley and Williams in the second half, it was kind of like a big boost, and even Ryan Brennan also. But they scored the first half there from Joe and Flowers, which, don't get me wrong, was a fantastic goal there into the box, into the bottom corner, beating Sam Long. So, and then even look, with Dean Williams has equalised in the second half. It's what we needed. I was watching carefully now the halves in Derry game, and I was just praying there that the half wouldn't get the win, and thankfully now they got the draw still. But I seen it was 2.5, so where we had to get some here in this game. But look, thankfully now Dean Williams now in the 84th minute got the goal to equalise there and to get the point we actually needed going into the summer break. So what matters now is that the boys now can get a good break in the week and sort of kind of refresh themselves. Because I think we all need a break as well, us fans, because I think our heads are all gone after the past 18, 19 games, I think it is. So going to need a good break myself. But look, it's a great result for us now, and we can look forward to now the game against UCD on the 10th of June. So hopefully we can start getting more wins. I think at the end of the day, now that the wins and draws and the most points are the most important things, going into the season. So as long as we can stay away from that bottom two, then I think we're sorted, Cheers, lads.